This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Let me tell you about something that, if you're a Dolphins fan, you got to be really happy we've avoided this, okay? Because we have a virus running through this country. There was a disease, or there is a disease that's about to become public, and it could bring the Dolphins down. But luckily, it will not happen. Yeah. And it's not because the Dolphins ended up getting some kind of a shot that protects them from it. No, because there isn't really a shot that can protect you from this. The only thing that can protect you from this is what's going on right now with the Miami Dolphins. And that's because they've got a good coach in place now in Coach Flo. A guy that is trending in the right direction. A guy that his team has improved. A guy that his team is 9-7 in the last 16 games. They've won 3 in a row, 4 or 5. They're 4-3 in their first 7 games compared to 0-7 last year. And you got to thank your lucky stars that all these stars have aligned. Because we could have been headed for another Cam Cameron-like decision. Another Joe Philbin-like mistake. Another Adam Gase-like just disaster. Pete Thamel from Yahoo is reporting that in NFL offices there is a buzz that Jim Harbaugh is willing to leave Michigan to go to the NFL. And who went to Michigan? Stephen Ross. Who likes Jim Harbaugh? Stephen Ross. Who tried to recruit Jim Harbaugh when he was at Stanford? Stephen Ross. Who made a decision to hire Adam Gase? Stephen Ross. Who was suckered by Ndamukong Suh? Stephen Ross. Who thought Joe Philbin should be hired? Stephen Ross. Who thought Joe Philbin should be given an extension after a meaningless win against Minnesota? Stephen Ross. So let's thank ourselves that we have Flo. Let's thank ourselves that Flo is kicking ass. Because if we had another deadbeat coach like we've had the last 20 years, because that's all we've had for 20 years is deadbeat coaches, guess who would be salivating at bringing Jim Harbaugh to Miami out of Michigan? Stephen Ross. Now, there's no reason to bring him. I said a few years ago, even when rumors have popped up and people talked about it and all that, I've said it. I don't want anything to do with Jim Harbaugh. Okay? He had his moment. He had his little run in San Francisco. I think it was more because the front office people that they had there were amazing and loaded that thing up. But eventually it went awry. I mean, in Pete Thamel's article, he says, it's a legitimate question. A longtime executive told Thamel he can't quite get it fixed there at Michigan. When you leave a place in the NFL, if you have any scars, they'll get you. And when he left San Francisco, it was scorched earth. So I got to tell you something. If you go to church on Sundays, you might be praying for a Dolphin win against the Cardinals. Go ahead and do that. Make sure you pray and thank your lucky stars that we've got Flo here kicking ass, because my man, my woman out there, we might have been stuck with Jim Harbaugh down the line. And that, my friends, would have been a flat-out disaster. Okay?